Good morning, children. This is Shravan Kumar. My qualification is MSc B.Ed, and I am having of 13 years of experience in teaching of physics. And I am here to teach you physics. Okay? Therefore, normally, today I want to give some of the introduction about the physics of whatever that you are having in 9th class. In 9th class, totally there are 12 chapters in the physical science textbook. Of these 12 chapters, we are having of 8 chapters are of physics and the remaining 4 chapters are of the chemistry. That means most of the part in 9th class it is of physics. Okay? Now, we'll discuss about what are the chapters that are there in physics in your class. Okay, the first, that means in physics, the first chapter is motion. In your textbook, it is given as second chapter. And the next chapter is laws of motion. Laws of motion, that is the third chapter. Next one we are having of refraction of light. Refraction of light at plane surfaces. Refraction of light at plane surfaces. This is the fourth chapter in your textbook. Next one we are having of gravitation. That is the fifth chapter. Next one we are having of the floating bodies. Floating bodies, that is of 8th chapter. Next one we are having of work and energy. That is of 10th chapter. Next heat chapter, that is the 11th, and sound chapter, that is the 12th. Therefore, out of these 12 chapters, there are 8 chapters. Okay, 8 chapters are related to the physics, and the remaining 4 chapters are related to the chemistry. Okay, in this, these are the 8 chapters. Okay, as tomorrow I will be starting of this first chapter, that is motion. But today what I will do, we will be discussing about what all the chapters that are related to motion. What are the chapters that are related to motion in the previous classes. Okay. Okay. In the first chapter of 8th class, you learn about force. Okay. What is the force? Force means it is a push or pull of an object which tends to change the position, size, shape is called as the what? Force. And there are 2 types of forces, mainly, that is contact force and as well as the non-contact force. In these contact forces, what do you mean by the contact force? The force which is exerted on an object by the physical contact directly. Okay, force which is exerting on an object by physical contact directly, by directly touching, it is called as the contact force. And in this contact force, we will be having 4 subtopics. That is first one is muscular force, the force which is exerted by the muscles, that is called as the muscular force. And the second one we are having frictional force. Frictional force means, normally, what do you mean by friction? Friction means any 2 bodies, if they come close to each other, And whenever when you are rubbing the two bodies, okay, when you rub the two bodies, what happens? Opposing force is exerted. That opposing force is called as the friction. Okay, the force which is exerted by the opposition, okay, it is called as the what? Force of friction. Normally, when you drag a bench, we'll be having a sound will be coming, some horrible sound such that we cannot bear. Okay, that is nothing but it is due to of the friction. Okay. Next, we are having of the third one. What we are having is normal force. Normal force. The force which is exerted on an object perpendicularly. That means exactly perpendicularly 90 degrees. It is called as the what? That force what we are having, that is called as the normal force. Okay. We learned about the muscular force, frictional force, normal force. Okay, these three. And the next one what we are having, okay, here we are having of in the contact forces, we are having of tension force. Fourth one what we are having, tension force. That means holding of any object by using of a spring, that is called, or thread, it is called as the what? Tension. Okay, that is called as tension. Therefore, what are the four different types of contact forces? The four different types of contact forces are muscular force, frictional force, normal force, tension force, or tension basically. Next one we are having of non-contact forces. Okay, contact forces and as well as non-contact forces. Okay, what do you mean by non-contact? The force which is exerted on an object without the physical contact, without touching it, it is called as a non-contact force. Okay, what are the different non-contact forces? Gravitational force is a non-contact force. Okay, magnetic force is a non-contact force. Okay, and in the same way, here gravitational force, okay, gravitational force, magnetic force, and as well as electrostatic force. Okay, we'll be learning in detail about what is electrostatic force in this class perfectly. Okay, that is about the non-contact force. What are the other names that we call the non-contact force? The other names for the non-contact force is distant force. Distant force. Okay. Next we are having our field force. We may call the non-contact force as distant force or field force. Okay. Now, I'll ask the question that what do you mean by a body? Okay. What do you mean by a body? What is called as a body? Okay. Normally we coming up in the physics that a body, okay, that means normally many number of times we come across a word called as the body. Therefore, what do you mean by the body? Body means not a human body. I am asking about what is a body. Okay, body means, okay, body means anything which we can see, which we can feel, which we can touch is called as a body. Normally, whenever when you pinch it, you can feel. That means whenever when you hold any object, if you feel the sensation, if you feel it, then that is called as the what? A body. Anything which we can see, feel and touch is called as a body. Okay, that is called as a body. Okay, next we are having that, okay, the first chapter itself we are having in the 9th class is about motion. What do you mean by motion then? Many of them say that motion is the movement of an object. Is it? Yes, of course. Motion is the movement of an object. Okay. Motion Motion means a movement of an object. Okay. Okay, motion is the movement of an object. Okay, right. If a person is standing in the middle, the other two persons are standing beside to them. Okay, a person is standing in the middle and other two persons are standing beside to him. Then what is the position of the middle person with respect to this fellow and this fellow? I want the answer whether whether that person who is standing in the middle, whether he is in the right position or left position. I am asking that whether this fellow is he in the right position to this boy, or to this person, or to this person, or left position to this person or this person. Can anyone? Okay. Here some of them say that he is to the right of this person. Okay, he is to the right of this person. But if you am seeing, he is to the left of this person. And here also some of them say that he is to the right of this person. Or sometimes we see that if we see from this side, he is to the left. So from my view, the middle person is to the right of this fellow. But according to him, when he is standing, the middle person is to the left of this person. Therefore, we cannot say the exact position of an object, whether he is standing left or right. Okay. Therefore, how we can say? We can say with respect to the observer. With respect to the observer, with respect to the surroundings. Therefore, I define the motion in this way. Okay. What is called as motion? Any body which changes its position with respect to the surroundings is called motion. Okay, motion, any body which changes its position with respect to the surroundings, then that is called as the motion. That means if I am standing here in the middle, a person is there to the left side or towards the right side of me in my view. But if the same person is standing over here, but another person is viewing from the other side, that is you. Okay, anyone. If you are standing in front of me, according to the perception of you, when you are looking at me, he is towards the left of right, he is towards the left of me, like this. Okay, he is towards the left side. When I am standing here, he is to the left side. But according to me, he is to the right side. Therefore, when the observer is changing, the position of the object is also changing. Okay, therefore, this is called as motion. Okay, that means motion means any body which changes its position with respect to the surroundings. That is called as the motion. Okay, that is called as the motion. Then, what do you mean by the rest? If there is a motion, sometimes rest also we should know. Can anyone define the rest? Yes. Okay. Rest means if there is no change in the position of an object with respect to the surroundings, then we say that the body